what's up? Um, I think we're gonna start doing like stuff now on Saturdays because like this is like the only day that I get. Um, this is like the weekend is the only time I actually get free because Monday through Fridays I'm like dead tired, honestly. So this is probably like the only time I actually get off. Uh, it's gonna be wild. But let's get straight into it. Um, we've got Norway versus Brazil. The first like no, oh my goodness. Okay, so Holland scores in the 79th minute, and I'm like, okay, Brazil might score back. You know, they got Vanny, they got Neymar, who really was way past his prime by this point, but you know, still Neymar. I'm thinking, okay, you know, maybe they'll score. Nah, didn't. You know, the first one was off a header. The first Holland score was off a header. Majin Holland. You know, I seen him be compared to Majin Buu from Jaguars, which is kind of the crazy thing. Now that I see it, now that I looked at both of them, I low key see it, which is the craziest thing ever. You know, but Holland scored twice. First in the 79th minute, then again in the 89th off his foot this time. And Neymar finally scored. He got his 80th goal. I think he's Brazil's all-time leading scorer. Off of a penalty kick in the 99th minute, 90 plus 9 minute. Which is crazy to me, cause like, you know, and it's like, oh, he's taunting the goal. I'm like, dude, you're down two. You're down 2-0 at this point. Well, what's the point? You know. So I thought that was like kind of stupid on his part. Like, you're taunting a guy that is beating you. You're taunting a team that's beating you 2-0 right now. Are we that stupid? Are we like, genuine question? Like, are we that stupid that we're doing that? That's what we're doing. You know, I'm not even going to answer the question because you just might be. But that's neither here nor there. Moving on, we have England versus Mexico. Jude scored two goals, or like in like a little bit before that. Mexico responded with a goal of their own. 5 minutes in the 42nd. Jude scored 36 in the 37th minute. I was like, I'm like, okay, we got one goal. I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be a little minute before we get out there. Nope, Jude scored again. I'm like, oh, Mexico like gave up some goals. I was like, hold on, I was like, wait a minute, you know, because I wasn't expecting that. And then for Mexico to respond back, you know, it kind of like brought life back into Mexico. I'm thinking, okay, this might be action. This is gonna be a great game, and it really was. So we come out of half. Harry Kane scores in the 60th minute off of a PK. And then 8 minutes later, the dude, I have Raul down. I don't know if that's the actual guy's name. I don't want to actually mispronounce the dude's name incorrectly. Yeah, Raul Jimenez. He scored off of a penalty. He scored off of a penalty. And England still managed to come out to score, not score, but come out to win, even while being down 10 people. Even being down to 10 people. I mean, not down 10 people, because if you're down 10 people, there'll only be one person on the team, and you can't win a game with only one person on the pitch. It's just kind of, that's not how soccer works, or football. That's not how that works. You know? But a very great game. Next, we've got Belgium and the USA. So going into this game, I thought USA had a chance. I'm like, okay, we got Bellingham back. You know, most of our people are well rested. You know, you're not tripping too much. You know, Belgium scored first in the 9th minute. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't too worried, you know, because we had gotten because the last time, well, I was sort of kind of worried because the last time we got scored on first, you know, Turkey ended up beating us. So I was like, oh, okay, this could be bad. But then we scored in the 31st minute. I'm like, okay, cool. It's tied 1-1. We tie the game up. Not even 60 seconds later, Belgium comes right back and scores again. I'm like, oh wow. Okay. Um, that is awesome. I love that for the U.S. You know, I love that. U.S. did get it, like they did like start to play a little bit better. You know, they got quite a few shots on goal, but we just couldn't get nothing to go. Balogun had a couple of good chances, you know, and we couldn't score, man. I mean, and so come out of the second half, we're still getting some shots on goal. You know, we nothing's going. Belgium scores in the 57th minute, and at that point, it's 3-1. I've already accepted that. More than likely, where we lost the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, we go wild without a score, and then fat Lukaku. Oh god, Lukaku scores on us in the 92nd, in the 90 plus 2 minute. And I didn't even mention this, but our goalie, our freaking goalie. I don't know the dude. I forgot the dude's name. Right, but Freeze. I want you gone. I want Freeze gone. This man was like his feet was like playing. It's like it's SC 26 out here, brother. Why are you going up? And he just posted right behind. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, man. Oh my goodness gracious, man. And it pissed me off because I'm like, what is the reason for you doing that? You're a goalie. You don't need to be running all the way up there, man. I think we would have been just fine if he hadn't done that. But we probably still would have ended up losing. That's the thing. We probably would have still ended up losing. So, I do want to say some Portugal, Spain. Portugal, you know, congratulations. Y'all made it to round 16. Bye-bye. I don't really much to say. Argentina versus Egypt. Egypt comes out high. They come out 2-0 lead, right? I'm like, oh snap! I can't watch the game because I'm on the clock. Because I'm at my job, right? But I'm keeping up with the game. You know what I mean? I got people talking about the game. I know people that were talking about the game. I was like, oh, it's 2-0 Egypt. I'm like, oh crap, Egypt going. Not Egypt. It's 2-0 Egypt. Argentina finna go down. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, we're because like we don't. It's not that we don't hate. It's not that we hate Egypt. It feels like Egypt is rigging. Not Egypt. Now, it's not the fact that we hate Argentina. It just feels like Argentina rigging these games. And the fact that Argentina was down 2-0 to Egypt, we were all like, oh, let's go. Mohamed Salah had a goal taken off, right? And then Romero scored in the 79th. And then me and my friends were like, oh, Argentina scores. Oh no. And then Messi scores in the 83rd. And we're like, oh, Egypt, 2-2 game. Go pull him like over. Nobody believes in you. What are you going to do? And they folded. Egypt went up 2-0 and folded. Let up 3 goals. Enzo Fernandez in the 90 plus 2 minute. Plus 2 extra time. I'm disappointing you in Egypt. Switzerland versus Colombia. This came down to penalties Um, like I think Colombia had a missed one where it went off of the crossbar. I think, yeah, because there was one where it went off of the crossbar. Like he kicked it straight, and it went off of the crossbar and it went down. And like, oh, great. Otherwise, other big game. Morocco versus France. Congratulations, France. You beat up on Morocco again. For the second year. I know for sure the second year in a row. I'm not so sure about the third year in a row though. But you know, and we got Spain and Belgium. It was tied 1. It was tied 1-1. In the first half, and then Michael Marino in the 88th hit got scored for Spain. I haven't seen in all the times I've actually watched Spain, I've yet to see anything great out of Lamine Yamal. And I get it, he's 18. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting too much out of him because again, that's an 18-year-old. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put too much pressure on Yamal, but it's just the fact that it's just because of how many people were gassing him up. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily his fault. It's just the people that were gassing him up. You know what I mean? And I just haven't seen anything to be impressed by. Like I'm not impressed at all. Hopefully hopefully he turns it up in this. I hope he can turn it up because they're going against France, and if Spain wants to win, Yamal has to play great because this France team is some dangerous. Dembele, we already know about Mbappe and Dembele. They've got some really great team. They got a really great team, and I would be scared. So if I'm Spain, I'm looking at Lamine Yamal. I'm like, lock in. You are our best player. Start playing like it. All right. Take us back to the promised land. Spain hasn't won a. When was the last time? Yeah, we've only won one World Cup in 2010. We've only reached the finals once, and that was in 2010. Take us back to the promised land. It's been 16 years. Take us back to the promised land, Lamine. I'm not saying put the team in your back, but show up, man. I'm gonna say this again. Pull out my Michael Irvin. Pull on my Michael Irvin. Nobody believes in you, Lamine. What are you planning to do about it? These people came here for Spain, talking about Lamine Yamal this, Lamine Yamal that. I understand he's probably a great player. I try to watch soccer. It's not that easy to watch soccer, But I've heard so much about Lamine Yamal, and from what I've seen, he's not. I haven't seen much from Yamal. How many goals? Hold on. Let me check this. Did no Yamal didn't score? No. Yamal scored once in the game against Saudi Arabia. He didn't score against Uruguay. He didn't score against Austria. He didn't score against Portugal, and he didn't score against Belgium. He has scored one goal. He has scored one goal this entire World Cup. Yamal, lock in, buddy. It's starting to get serious. We're at the round of 8 right now. We're going into the round of 8, and Yamal only has one goal. Yamal, I want you to take a look at your counterparts. You got Mbappe, Dembele, Kane, Bellingham, um, Bellingham, Messi, Holland. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? Lock in. Spain needs you. It shouldn't. Seeing your counterparts, seeing the best players on their teams, on their national teams, do great should want to inspire you. And I haven't seen you play inspired yet. Call to action. Focus up, Jamal. Moving on. That's really all I wanted to talk about. In terms of like soccer, there is some bastards on WNBA that I want to talk about. Um, there is some like I do want to figure out though if I want to do summer league or not, because technically it is basketball, but I don't know how like interesting watching this talking and watching this summer league would be. I think about it though. This as it's just a way to like see some people that I didn't catch in the draft or like didn't catch in college. You know what I mean? So I might watch it, but may not necessarily talk about it. Um, so I think I'll do that more so than actually talk about it. Um, so we got New York and Dallas, Sparks and Fever, Dream and Storm. The crazy thing about all these games is that they all start similarly. New York and Dallas, a close quarter, right? The close first quarter. Sparks and Fever, close first half. Dream and Storm, close first quarters in a way. And then after those close quarters or close halves, the game just opens up, and the Wings would be they would open it up to 47-31 going into half. Then 69-54 after 3. Liberty were able to actually climb back into the game at multiple points. They did end up, getting the game within single digits, getting the game within reach. But Wings would extend the lead right back, win 88-77. Sparks and Fever, close first half. Sparks pull away just ever so slightly, and until lead 48-41. Right, going into the third, Sparks would take control and lead 82-71 heading into the fourth. Sparks in the fourth, Sparks would hold on to their double digit lead and even expand it a little bit to win 106-92. Dream and Storm. The Storm are a very young team. I will say this: they don't got many great players on their team. They're a really young team. They got some good players, but it's not there yet. And you can definitely see in this game against the Dream where they were pretty close with the Dream. The Dream did pull away though a little and led 29-19 after the first quarter. And after that, it was pretty much I wouldn't say pretty much wraps, but for the most part it was. The Dream would even lead by as much as 17 going up at half. The third quarter would be much more the same, but the Dream going into the fourth, this hitting for the 59 lead. The Storm were able to cut it down just a little bit, but the Dream did win 89-78. I'm gonna be like, as you can see, I really haven't had to. This would be these videos are starting to get kind of starting to get between the 15 and the 20-minute range because of the fact that I'm working now, and like some of these later in the day games are kind of hard for me to watch because I have to get up so early and I'm dead tired. So like I may not talk about these games, but I'm gonna try to talk about as many games as I possibly can. That's what I do. That's who I am. So if I can't, then so be it. But I like talking about sports. I like watching sports. So yeah, I'm gonna try to catch as many games as I possibly can. And yeah, well, that's the end of my time with you today. I am your host, Chase Goins. This is You Know Ball, and I will see you next Saturday. Peace.